Hey guys, we're going to talk about CLEP today. CLEP stands for College Level Examination Program. So CLEP is the most popular credit by exam for colleges. So most colleges accept CLEP. So today I'm just going to walk through some basics, and then in later videos we'll go deeper, logging in the website, registering for exams, which exams to take, things like that. So let's get started. So the cost of a CLEP for military is free for the first time, and we'll go into that more later in this video. If you're not in the military, then it's going to be $85 for the exam, and then your testing center might have a small fee just for you going into test. So roughly in the $100 range, depending on where you are and where you're taking the exam. But like I said, if you're military, the first time is free, so that's great. It's one of the huge benefits. So CLEPs are not as difficult as you might think. It's basically like if you had a comprehensive exam for a class, and there's a 50 question exam and you have study guides for that exam. So you go in and you learn the basics of everything, and then you just have to pass the exam. So don't let it intimidate you. It's not as hard as you may think. It is so worth it. They are very widely accepted. Most colleges are going to accept CLEP exams for college credit, especially for lower level credits. So CLEP is generally, they're geared towards 100 and 200 level classes. So those are your freshman, sophomore level classes. Stuff like macroeconomics or college composition. And then there are some business courses and some other things that are 300 level credit, which is junior. Those are upper level credits, 300, 400 level. So there are some of those, but DSST and ECEs are actually going to be more where you're going to get some upper level credits from, and that'll be later videos. Open a browser here, and we're just going to Google my favorite school, Florida State University CLEP. So you basically put in the name of the school and then CLEP, and then Google that, and it's usually going to be that first result. So here you go, and boom, there it is. So it's going to show the CLEP exam. So here's a list of the CLEP exams that they accept, and minimum score, which I mentioned in the credit by exam video. This is going to be standard for CLEPs. It's going to be 50. Every now and then you'll see a school that wants like a 60 on something, but generally you're going to need to make a 50 out of an 80. It's a scaled score. It's not just a 50 out of 100. That gets complicated. You can read about that on the CLEP website if you're interested in it. So if I wanted to take the business law, which I've taken, so I would go in and I would take this exam, Introduction to Business Law, and it would give me credit for BUL 2241 through Florida State. So if I had a Florida State degree plan, I would, if I was a business major, most likely that would be on my degree plan. So I could go in, take that exam, and instead of taking that class, I just knocked it out with, a free exam if I'm in the military, and $85 to $100 if I'm not. So either way, it's going to save you a ton of time, a ton of money. I mean, at that cost, usually a textbook costs more than that. So that's generally how I look these things up. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Like I said, I'll deep dive farther in later videos, but I wanted to cover CLEP specifically and why it's important and you should be taking advantage of it. Thank you.